What's up world, it's Peter here, and in this video I want to start building more awareness to depression and what it actually is and just acknowledging it. Not everyone speaking about depression on YouTube, like people speaking about tips, about getting fit, about losing fat, about getting more lean, about tips how to be confident, but almost nobody is talking about depression, and this is like a real thing that is happening in our world right now, especially in age of millennials and teenagers. Why? My thoughts on why it is happening is because we are a generation that were born become a rock star in our heads. Like we are all have this mentality of being the next Mark Zuckerberg, making a startup that will just change the future. So when all this mentality that is encrypted in all of our heads crushing through the harshness of life is where all of the things like depression, social anxiety, and even suicide comes out. And we really need to talk about this because this topic is really important in terms of helping you and helping others, and me especially, because when I was 18 or even younger, I didn't thought that this is a real thing and thing that can be with me like in my life or something. I was thinking that I will be like forever this positive guy and this really funny and entertaining person around his friends, but unfortunately not. Throughout my last few years of my life, I started becoming more unsocial and unsocial. This is a whole another topic for the video. It came out that me and my friends went to Thailand, and I get back from this fascinating and really interesting country back to Ukraine, really grey and sad country where no one is smiling. You can check out this video to see why no one is smiling in Ukraine. And first of all, it was a shock for me after the Thailand, seeing all the smiley faces going back to Ukraine, all this sadness, and then it's just started building up and building up. Like my social circle, it was small because before this, but like after acknowledging that there is a part of the world where people are happy and great, and there is part where you only have your two friends, just crushed me, and I started being more upset about my life situation and my social situation. So I think that's how my pre-depression started becoming more noticeable. Also, I want to add that right now I'm living in my grandparents' house, where I live with the grandparents and dogs. That's a place where something happening every time, like dogs are barking, like people are speaking, and so yes. But when I was back in my parents' house, my whole life was like get up, sit in front of the computer, then go to sleep. This unsocial situation and like spending all of the times in front of the computer give me a huge acne on my face, a social anxiety, and after that a depression. In terms of social anxiety, for you to understand what this is and how it works for me, I was scared and like locked in even to talk to males in my gym. It was hard for me to speak up to people in a gym that are males, so I had like a goals, just speak up to one or two person when I'm visiting the next time the gym. That's how bad I went in terms of social anxiety. We're even not talking about approaching anxiety, about approaching girls. It's like real deep shit. In terms of the depression, the first thing I want to let you know is that it is something that is out there in the world, and everyone can feel this and be depressed. And that's something I didn't know when I was back then a kid, and I an 80 years old, a 16 years old kid, and I really want you to let you know that this is something that is available out there, and anyone can feel this. In terms of the visual things about my depression, first of all, I was looking really ugly with a huge acne all over there, all over this area. You still can see some acne scars on my face. One thing that is really noticeable when you are depressed, it's my personal thoughts, is that there can be a day, and throughout a day you can feel like you're really killing it, and feelings like everything is over and like you're a worthless piece of shit. So me were going through all of this emotional roller coaster from day to day, and to be honest, this is really harsh. Depression wasn't something for me that was going like I am upset all of the time. It was also these emotional roller coasters when you're feeling like you're killing it, when I'm feeling like I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna move to LA, I'm gonna be famous and all of this stuff, and then in a matter of minutes I'm feeling so down, so depressed, thinking about how worthless I am, thinking about that I'm a piece of shit, I will never come out of the place I am, and I will just fucking die, did nothing in this life. That's something I had experienced being depressed in my parents' house. Another thing I want to tell you is falling asleep. I always had a problem falling asleep, especially when I was a kid. I spent like from like 20 to 30 minutes to fall asleep, and that's because I spend a lot of time before going to sleep in front of my computer, and that's why I was really excited and like was thinking too much before I went for sleep. But when the depression came out, I felt something different. I spent from 2 to 3 hours before actually falling to sleep, and were sleeping like really a lot, and were hiding from my real life into sleep, like hiding in a sleep from a real life. That's what I'm talking about. And falling asleep became a really hard thing for me. I can spend like 2 to 3 hours to fall asleep, worrying about something, worrying about my past, worrying about how worthless I am, worrying about everything that came into my mind with a bad mood. Like everything was in there before me falling asleep. This was killing me. That just shocked me is this thing. Before falling asleep, my heart rate was really calm, but when I started thinking, overthinking and worrying, I got really high heart rate, and that's what was stopping me from getting asleep. Because to get asleep you need to feel calm, and your heart rate and your heartbeat should be calm. This is me when I'm going to sleep. This is me raising my heartbeat because of worrying and all of this stuff, and from this level I need to go back here to fall asleep, and this is like impossible when you're overthinking stuff, when you're worrying, when you're sweating before you're going to sleep. I didn't think that I conquer all of this completely. I'm sometimes still thinking that I'm a worthless piece of shit. I didn't think that I completely overcame this, because sometimes I'm still feeling upset. So there was a time in my life when I thought that I need to crash this cycle of being depressed and being upset about my life. I need to change something. So I changed my environment from my parents' house, where I was alone for like a whole day. The people were going back to the house before going to sleep, just to have some supper and then go to sleep. So I really thought that I need to change my environment. That's why I moved to my granny, where I here don't have like a separate room, but I'm feeling so much better about myself and all the social interactions, at least some of them that I'm having right now. Guys, if you are still watching this video, I'm really worried about you and would like to help you out with all of this stuff that you may be in your life right now. So please comment down below. I'm really open to answer your questions, and let's really engage together in a meaningful conversation down below in the comments. I really would like to record more videos about depression in future, so the young generation will know that it is something that is out there and anyone can get depressed, and I will be really happy to have a conversation with you. I'm looking forward to making more videos that are related to depression, to spread out the message about it and my experience on this. I think that's it, guys. That's what I wanted to express. There will be more videos in future, more funny and entertaining videos, I guess, but for right now I just really want to sit down and speak up with my camera with you guys on the topics that really still staying here, and I really need to spread the message about them and really talk on these topics, because that's how I can help someone out there, just by showing and acknowledging that it is real, the depression is real, and something is happening to people around the world. I'm looking for your comments, your questions and ideas for my future videos. Yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm sorry if I didn't speak the whole topic and just make a little part from it. But anyway, I'm making daily videos here on YouTube speaking on topics that really interests me. See you in my next videos.
Aware of my surroundings, nobody has found me. The skies are always clouded. Yeah, that's depression.